Dear esteemed students, you are welcome to the second lesson in Part 105, Introduction to Local Government. In the first lesson, we examine the meaning and characteristics of local government. In this lesson, we are going to be considering the justification for local government, and I promise that you are going to have a very exciting period in the class. Follow me as we go. The objective of these lessons are to explain the reasons for the establishment of local government and to assess the effectiveness of local government in Nigeria. Introduction. Countries all over the world have appreciated that it will be very difficult to administer the state by central government alone. That is why it is necessary to have local government or one form of local government, local administration, for a number of reasons. And these reasons are what we describe as the justification for the establishment of local government. The first justification for the establishment of local government is what I describe as political justification. The participation of the citizen in governance is one of the underlying precepts of democracy. And due to the vast nature of Nigeria, for instance, the presence of government, whether at the federal or state levels, may not be felt by the people. And this may lead to neglect or distrust of government by the people. Therefore, it is necessary to have local government in order to be able to bring the activities of government closer to the people. So local governments are actually created in order to be able to serve as a conduit through which government policies are communicated to the people at the grassroots level. Thus, local government is established to bring governance closer to the people at the local level. It also provides a platform for the citizens to participate in politics and democracy at the grassroots level. Local government functions to bring democracy or government closer to the local people within a geographical area, as well as to educate and socialize them politically. The second major justification for the establishment of local government is what we describe as economic development justification. There is no doubt that local government have a very crucial role to play in the economic development of any nation. And this role covers a wide range of responsibilities and services which impact heavily on the livelihood of individuals. For example, local governments are to determine where infrastructures should be located. They are also expected to protect the environment as well as provide services which are crucial to the quality of life of the people at the grassroots. Example of this kind of service include primary school, primary health care, drinking water, recreational facilities, libraries, roads, and other services. One major justification for the establishment of local government is administrative convenience. Local governments serve as a channel through which policies and programs from the state and federal government are communicated and implemented. This is because there are many functions that will be cumbersome for the state and federal government to perform because of the distance separating the federal government and state government from the people at the local level. Local government therefore serve as a channel through which the policies and programs from the state and federal government are communicated and implemented. Another one is effective mobilization of resources. This has to do with the fact that local governments are created to bring about meaningful development in the rural area through the effective mobilization of resources. Local government can use the funds made available to it by both the federal and state government, and of course, use their own internally generated revenue to improve on the quality of lives of the people within their areas of operation. Another justification for the establishment of local government is that local government serve as an agent change of. Local government has a very important role to play in social change. Thus, it is appropriate to describe local government as agent of change at the grassroots. It is a major agent for any meaningful social change in a country from the grassroots. There cannot be any meaningful development without social change, and social mobilization of both people and material resources is very, very crucial. The agent of changing the primitive tradition and custom which might stand in the way of social change is the local government. For example, tribal marks or circumcision can be eliminated through orientation and education, and this education can best be provided by local government. Yet another major justification for the establishment of local government is that local government serve as a platform for the implementation of public policy. Local government makes public administration easy, and no government can successfully achieve the efficiency and effectiveness of any public policy without an active involvement of the various local government councils. Since it is the nearest government to the people, then it is true that local dwellers could be integrated into the stream of public policy process through local government. Thus, local government is an invaluable socio-political laboratory for testing socio-economic policies in any society. When this kind of policy fails, the cost will be much less than failure at the national level. This lesson, now, it is important for us to entertain one or two questions from students who participated in the lesson. To my left is Esther, and to my right is Budayo. So I will first of all entertain the question from Esther.
Thank you very much, sir. My name is Ayoade Esther Iyanoluwa. I must confess your lecture has been very impactful and very interesting. And my question goes thus: is it possible for the local government to assist other levels of government in the implementation of policies?
Yes. It is a very, very important question, very, very interesting question, and that question is actually relevant to today's lesson. We said it in the class that one of the justification for the establishment of local government is for administrative convenience. That these local governments are established for administrative convenience. If federal and state governments are to implement policies at the grassroots level, it will be very, very cumbersome, and therefore local governments are actually created so as to be able to assist other levels of government, particularly the federal and state government, in implementing those policies at the grassroots level, because local government is the closest government to the people at the grassroots level, and that one will put them in a vantage position to be able to get to the people and to be able to implement the policies formulated by higher levels of government. We will now take the question from Busayo.
Thank you very much, sir. My name is Bujoy Busayomi, and I have a question to ask. Sir, is it possible for the local government to eliminate some cultural practices such as tribal mark in our localities?
Yes, very interesting question, very relevant question, and of course, the question also is one of the issues that we discussed in the course of the class today. I wish to reiterate that local government actually is established to be able to serve as an agent of change in the various localities across the country. And of course, you discover that there are some cultural practices that have been with us for so long, and of course, it is the responsibility of local government to be able to educate the people, to be able to carry out orientation programs so as to enlighten the people on the need to abandon some of these obnoxious cultural practices. And of course, the existence of local government can actually be justified on the basis of that question that I asked. Thank you very much. Now we are going to consider the summary and conclusion of this lesson. In the lesson, we have examined the justification of local government from the political, economic, development, administrative convenience, platform for implementation of public policy, effective mobilization of resource, agent of social change, and preservation of local heritage perspectives. We can conclude that the justification for the establishment of local government is based on the functions of local government all over the world. Central to the creation of local government is its ability to facilitate an avenue through which government and the people intermix, relate, and find a means to resolve or dissolve issues that might have heated the system. Through local government, the work of the decentralized on a territorial basis, thereby making it possible for the inhabitants of local government to take part in the management of their local affairs. In the next class, we are going to be considering the theories of local government. I will see you in the next class. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.